In solo leveling, Jin-Ho is busy suing online trolls who badmouth Jinwoo. After finally shutting down the slanderous groups, he takes a deep breath of relief. Just then, Jinwoo arrives and asks if Jin-Ho is working too hard. Jinwoo hands over the mana stones from the Red Gate to Jin-Ho, asking if they'll be enough to cover expenses. Jin-Ho replies that they'll cover employee salaries for a while. Jinwoo asks about the employees, and Jin-Ho reminds him they still need a third person to form the guild. Jin-Ho then asks if Jinwoo has picked a name for the guild. Just then, Cha-Hae-in knocks and walks in, surprising both Jinwoo and Jin-Ho. She's come to join Jinwoo's guild, leaving them both puzzled as to why she would want to do that. Jinwoo, ever the master of terrible names, asks Cha-Hae why she wants to join his solo player guild. Now that Cha-Hae was in front of Jinwoo, she couldn't even say a word without being flustered. She tries to figure out how to tell Jinwoo, who's as dense as ever. Jinwoo then tells her that if she wants to join, she'll have to defeat his strongest summon. Hei agrees to fight Jinwoo's strongest shadow to join his guild. The challenge was finding a suitable place, but Jinwoo suggests the Hunter Association's gym. When they were heading there, Jinwoo decided to test his shadow exchange skill and ask Cha-Hae to stand close. He casually wraps his arm around her, unintentionally rizzing her up, and in the next moment, they teleport to the gym. Cha-Hae realizes she's without a weapon, but Jinwoo jokingly suggests a pickaxe. She remembers that the association has spare weapons and borrows a sturdy sword. To keep things fair, Jinwoo summons Igris instead of Baru, not wanting her to relive past trauma, but he arms Igris with the Demon King's longsword. The battle begins with Igris looking as badass as ever. His first swing obliterates half the gym, but Cha-Hae counters effortlessly, sending shockwaves through the building. Even Gun-Hee, sitting in his office, feels the tremors of their clash. Though Cha-Hae defeats Igris, she knows Jinwoo held back. She demands he go all out, and Jinwoo warns her multiple times, but in the end, he summons Baru. Jinwoo asks Cha-Hae one last time if she's sure about fighting. Determined, she nods, so Jinwoo summons Baru. Knowing Baru's immense power, Jinwoo warns him that his life won't be easy if he harms her. Baru screeches, causing the gym lights to shatter as he readies his deadly claws, but Jinwoo quickly orders him to put them away if he wants to live. Baru, a natural-born killing machine, is restricted by Jinwoo's command not to kill or use his full power. Left with few options, Baru decides to show Cha-Hae the difference in their strengths, overwhelming her and knocking her into the wall. Jinwoo asks if she's done, but Cha-Hae, undeterred, prepares to keep fighting, which annoys Baru. He mutters that mere prey shouldn't act like a predator. Using her last bit of mana, Cha-Hae unleashes her ultimate skill, the Sword of Light, piercing Baru. This triggers Baru's deep instincts, reminding him of the Ant Queen's command to eliminate all enemies. He nearly goes for the kill, but Jinwoo intervenes just in time. Jinwoo then asks Cha-Hae why she's risking her life to join a nameless guild, and jokingly adds that she must be into him. To his surprise, Cha-Hae responds, "Yes, I'm kind of into you." At the Federal Bureau of Hunters, Adam and Miss Selner report to their chief about Jinwoo. Miss Selner describes Jinwoo as a king, unlike anyone she has ever encountered. When the chief asks if Jinwoo is stronger than a national-level hunter, she explains that unlike other awakened beings who borrow power from another source, Jinwoo draws on his own strength, making his potential limitless. Hearing this, the chief instructs Miss Selner to return home and orders Adam to accompany him to the 24th level of the basement. The chief then tells Adam that they'll find another way to persuade Jinwoo, revealing that a runestone from the first and mightiest S-rank dungeon should do the trick. Meanwhile, Jinwoo stares at himself in the mirror, reflecting on what happened with Cha-Hae. He notes that since his reawakening, he's grown a few inches and gained a more defined build, but he's unsure if it's impressive. To get a second opinion, he asks his sister, who bluntly tells him he looks like a bum. On the other hand, Cha-Hae is in bed, blushing as she recalls confessing her feelings to Jinwoo, but then she remembers Byung-Gus warning about Jinwoo. In solo leveling, an S-rank dungeon opens in Busan, right in the Knights Guild's backyard. However, without any S-rank hunters, the guild was denied a permit to raid the dungeon. The guildmaster, eager not to lose this golden opportunity, rejected the idea of teaming up with other guilds, thinking it would make them look weak. But then Ye-Rim reminded him of a certain strong individual who wasn't affiliated with any guild and was available. The guildmaster tracked down Jinwoo and proposed a partnership with a 20% cut if Jinwoo helped them out. But Jinwoo, the negotiator, insisted he'd join as a guild, not as an individual, and demanded a 50-50 split or he'd walk away. Both agreed to the conditions. When the guildmaster offered him a ride to Busan, Jinwoo declined, saying he had something urgent to handle but had promised to be there on time. Meanwhile, at Jin-Ah's school, 3 students discovered a gate in an unused classroom. Just as they were discussing what to do, the dungeon broke and monsters began pouring out. Follow for more.